Good morning, children. In the last class, we have discussed about the full moon, new moon, celestial body, stars, constellation. So today we are going to know about the pole star. Children, do you know that in ancient times people used to determine direction during the night time with the help of the stars? Okay, so that time they was not using the watch or clocks. Okay, so that time they was following or they see the direction with the stars. So the north star indicates the north direction. Okay, so it is also called a pole star. So it always remain in the same position in the sky, that which helps to people to know which direction it is. Okay, so the locate of position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarishi. If in your textbook, if you see figure 1.1, you will notice that the imaginary lines is drawing joining the pointer stars and extend further. Okay, so that point is to be the pole star. Okay, so some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. So such bodies is called the planets. Okay, so the word planet come from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderer. Okay, so which not stay in a particular place. They don't have fixed place. The earth on which we live is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. So, if we look at the earth from the great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. So, children, you should know that for the earth, it have one satellite, that is called a moon. So it is the companion of our earth and moves around it. Like our earth, there are 7 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Okay, so some of them have their moons too. Now the solar system. The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids. Okay, from the solar system. We often call it as a solar family with the sun as its head. So sun is the head of the member. And children, you have saw the sun how it look, right? The sun is the center of the solar system, right? So it is a huge and made up of the extremely hot gases. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of the heat and light for the solar system. Okay, so whatever the light is getting from the sun. But the tremendous heat is not felt so by because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is about kilometer, that is 150 million kilometer away from the earth. Okay. Now we'll study about the planets. There are 8 planets in the solar system. In order to of their distance from the sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So an easy way to memorize the name of the planets in the order of their distance is from sun. Distance from the sun is my very efficient mother just served us noodles. So it will be very easyful to remember the planets. Okay, example, my Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So if you read this, then it will be easy for you to remember always. Okay. All the 8 planets of the solar system moves around the sun in fixed path. Children, they will not change their path. So always they will be fixed. These paths are elongated. So these are called orbits. So Mercury is nearest to the sun. It takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. So Venus is considered as the twins of Earth. So Venus is considered as Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of the Earth. Okay, fine. So now recently August 2006, Pluto also considered as a planet, but it is very far from the all planets, so they were cancelled. That's why it also called that dwarf planet. Now we'll talk about the Earth. So the Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun, right, in size, and fifth largest planet. Okay, so slightly flattened at the poles, and that's why its shape was described as a geode, means Earth-like shape. Okay, conditions favored to support life and probably found only on the Earth. So you can survive your life on only on the Earth because you will get air, water. Okay, so Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, right? So which are very essential for our survival. The air has life supporting gases like oxygen, right? So because of these reasons, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. From our outer space, the Earth appears blue because its two-thirds surface is covered with the water. So that's why, therefore it is called a blue planet. So children, next topic we'll discuss in the next video. Okay, so we'll complete next video, we'll complete all question and answers also. Okay children, have a nice day. Thank you.